Okay, so I have to travel. My eye circles have eye circles. Jesus fuck. This is better. Alright, I can't see my eye circles. I can't see anything. Let's do this. What's up, Trump? You realize how much it sucks to have a dog whose name is Triumph and his nickname is Trumpy or Trump? Everybody thinks we named him after Donald Trump.
Wrong.
When he's been part of this household since the Obama administration, way before Donald Trump was even relevant in the realm of politics. But every time someone's over here and I'm like, hey Trump, how's it going? I get side-eyed. Like, why the fuck did you name that dog Trump? Or, which is even worse, someone's like, oh hell yeah, you named that dog after my boy. Speak. There you go. All this is irrelevant. Let's get on the road. Okay, so it's getting cold where I live, so I packed appropriately, totally forgetting that the South stays hot. So this is my first time getting a chance to shoot on two cameras. This is my Lumix GH5, which I have been using. The screen stopped working on it. Don't know why. The viewfinder still works on the thing though, so I mean it's still usable, it's just usable to a point. So I got this Lumix GH5S. It's really awesome, especially with these Rokinon cinema lenses that I've been using. The bokeh on this thing is just next level. I'm exhausted. I had to wake up at 4 o'clock this morning to get to this. I didn't fall asleep till about 12:30. Couldn't stay asleep for some reason. I never can in hotels. I don't know what it is. I got 2 beds in my room. And I realize I'm kind of out of my element now. I was kind of like nomadic for a while. I was traveling a lot. And I'm all over the place now because where I'm at, it's starting to get cold. Fall is settling in, the trees are changing color, all that good stuff. Not the case here. It's 90 some odd degrees, and all I brought with me are sweaters. So people in St. Louis care about hockey a lot, which is surprising to me because people in Iowa generally do not give a shit about hockey. Of course, there's a few fringe that do, but most of them don't at all. And I've never in my life met somebody that cared about hockey the way that these people did. Felt like I was on some kind of alien planet or something. Case in point, this guy.
Oh my God, Rob Thomas. Look at this, Rob Thomas just saved it. From being a 5-0, oh, that's a 5-0 game. That's a 5-0 game. If they challenge it, that's 5-0. Yep, turn around.
At one point, the dude said, "Come on, my dick can play better defense than these guys." And I thought to myself, man, your dick is playing incredible, impeccable D. Of course, if that means that the defense that it's playing is defending against the idea that anybody in this place is going to come up and talk to your crazy ass. Oh, there is nothing worse than a rabid sports fan. Nothing. Not a single thing on this earth is worse than someone that cares about sports that much. You know, because it's a small town. According to Wikipedia, there's like 3,000 people, I think. But there's a big festival going on, and I was hired to do a video for a fishing competition company, which is a little out of my wheelhouse, I suppose. But At this point, I'm not even sure I have a wheelhouse. So the mosquitoes here are the size of monarch butterflies. Like, that's not even hyperbole at all. They're massive and plentiful. Like, there's 4 of them right there on the damn mirror. It's 9 and it's already hot as balls. It was really beautiful this morning. There's like a whole subset of Americana that I am not exposed to, like at all. And it's this. People rallied together with this fishing tournament thing. Like, we have festivals and stuff up here, but it's never like a coordinated thing where one thing is the highlight. This was like a real community thing. Like, not only was the fishing tournament like a big deal to this town, but it seemed like the whole town came together to watch people weigh their fish. Clearly, it's not exactly, the stuff that I'm interested in, but I found it really endearing. Everybody was really nice to one another. I didn't see a single fight, didn't hear a single argument. The police weren't on the prowl like they are elsewhere. Even the police were there watching. The city had this little pool set up that they could put their fish in afterward, and all the kids kind of crowded around the pool to pet these gigantic catfish. I found it kind of sweet, honestly. Much different than, what I'm used to. I'm used to there being all these little subsets of people. It's kind of like a clique in high school. You got group A that goes here, group B goes here. Sometimes they all go to the same place, but they don't really congregate. It's like our differences define us. And for at least this day, that wasn't the case. Somebody came up to me and said, "You realize you're in redneck country, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I realize that." But then, rather than give me shit for not having his accent and enjoying the type of music he liked, or the fact that I don't fish or hunt or do any of that typical male stuff, he pointed me out all these cool things in town for me to do videos of. There's a giant fish statue over there. If you're into burgers, there's a really good burger joint right down the road. Stuff like that. It's like he wasn't viewing me as something different than him. And in turn, I wasn't viewing him as something different than me. We were just 2 people in the same place. I found that really endearing, especially in like the political climate that we find ourselves in now in 2018, where it on both sides, it's you're either with us or you're against us. It's nice to see that in practice, people really aren't that different. We're a lot more the same than we are opposed. Our politics might be different, our interests might be different, but at the end of the day, we're still people. And so I filmed the competition. I helped tear down, got in the car, and then took the long 6-hour drive back, eventually falling asleep in the back seat. And when I woke up, I was in my driveway. I'm absolutely exhausted. I worked really hard this weekend. Probably harder than I've worked in a long time. But it was nice to get away for a minute, reevaluate, see the forest for the trees or whatever. I'm optimistic with bated breath. You know what I mean? I hope I get the opportunity to do more work like this in the future. Get out of my comfort zone a little bit. Do stuff besides go out and drink and see the same faces, even though the faces I see, a lot of them I love dearly. It was nice to, I guess with pun intended, to be a fish out of water for a little bit. That's all for today.